No vocal warm-ups.
No, we're fine.
Hello! You
It's
are now watching The Men Who Chase
Space
Geese.
Geese.
You will like this episode.
But why?
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Today's episode,
Close the
Cloak
book.
of Darkness.
That's what it is. Close of Darkness.
It's about Newt Gunroy?
No, Newt Gingrich. No.
He tries to make this moon base, and then...
Viceroy Gunray.
Gunray, that's
what a beautiful name they came up with that.
Partial continuation of the last episode where he gets captured on the planet.
Yes. Has a Luminara in it, who I despise. I can't stand that woman. Ahsoka, who I'm very, very attached to. And, of course, Ventress. It was a good episode. I don't know if it was a great episode, but it was a good episode. They've captured, Viceroy Gunray. And they've got him held in prison. One, when they hand off the prisoner in the ship, Ahsoka and Luminara hand him off. It's the Imperial Commandos with their blue uniforms to take them over.
Very shiny.
But they're Romanesque, if you'll notice. The uniform and even the hair, when they take it off, their hair is almost like in a Roman. It's like you'd think it's like almost in a Roman way, a big Roman nose. And the reason they're doing it that way is because earlier. The Viceroy is trying to buy off one of the clones. Clones won't have it. The captain of the Imperial Commando Guard there was bought off, and the reason they wanted to make it Romanesque was because they were trying to show that just like Rome, one of the reasons Rome fell was it was corrupt. It was incredibly corrupt. Rome was corrupt. These people look like Romans. So, for me, the highlight of the show, Luminara and Ahsoka when they're interrogating the Viceroy.
Classic good Jedi, bad Jedi.
It really is. They're trying to, do what we want you to do. No, I'm not going to do it. Okay. Because remember, Ahsoka, as I said before, they try to make every episode to show that she's just becoming Anakin Jr. very slowly, but she's becoming Anakin Jr. So she's sitting there, and she's staring, daggers at Gunray, and she's drumming her fingers on her arm, and she's just getting more.
Tell me what
she's getting more and more pissed off until eventually she can't take it. She grabs her lightsaber, she puts it right up on his neck, and I'm gonna gut you, and you're gonna die, and that's it. And Luminara pulls her off and says, "What are you doing? What are you doing? You can't use these kind of terror tactics. We don't do that." Of course, he gives in, and he says, "I'll tell you what you want. I'll tell you what you want to know, because I want you to kill me." So, but if you look at how Ahsoka does it, what she's really saying is, this is what Anakin always taught me to do. I agree with it. It seems to work, and she smiles as soon as Gunray says, "Oh, I'll do it. Tell what you want to know." That's her saying, Anakin was right. Anakin's always right. So. Shut up. so there we go.
Probably a great pivotal moment is when the alarms go off, and Gunray's like, "Oh, good, they're here to rescue me." And Ahsoka kind of turns around and is like, "You sure? She's not here to kill you." And that doesn't cross his mind. Then all of a sudden he snaps and he's like, "Oh,
damn!
I am dead. I need these people to protect me rather than hold out information
potentially."
From them. So for his life, because even his allies aren't his allies anymore. His banking clan isn't protected by the Sith. They're just there.
He doesn't really know.
Right, and so there's no way to show that he hasn't ratted them out, even if they do rescue him. So
it's hot.
It's very hot.
It's like 94 degrees in the middle of a heat wave here.
It's heat wave, 3 days straight.
Here in Greater Boston. So it's hot. And we don't have AC. Because AC
we're not
costs
cool like that.
Well, it costs a lot of money. So there we go. So we're gonna
swear. Cool. Anyway, a lot of clone troopers die. If I remember correctly,
yes, a lot of good ones die.
A lot of the clone troopers that are decent at their jobs die off first, and then they have like this hostage taking where the Imperial Roman guy faces off against this green guy, and the green guy's like, "I can't take the shot," and then he gets like kicked down to the ground, and he gets knocked out by
Viceroy Gunray. But the fight scene is good. The fight, because they look so tough, and they look so sad because they fought really well, and they're just really so tough, and they don't fight. They don't run. I mean, they fight to the end. I mean, they're really a hell of a thing
when
to
they
see.
lose their weapons, they're just like, oh,
yeah. I'm going to go. And you find, see that they can't be bought off. We had one where with the droid, where the two of the troopers are going to the engine room, and they're addressing one of the little robots there. He's 327T. Clone calls him 327, and the droid gets very upset. And then he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, 327T." And then the other clone trooper says, "You know the droids don't like it when you use nicknames. They're trying to tell you little things. All the clones have nicknames. They have numbers, but they are known by their nicknames
because they don't want to be just numbers.
They are more than droids. They are people, and they make that a little small thing. It's a throwaway line, but they're trying to make those little distinctions." A droid wants to be called by his robotic name or whatever it is, his faceless numbered name, what's social security number, that's what he wants. But the clone wants to be known that he's a person, that he cares, he's a human being, and that he has a name. The show had several things that I didn't like. It had the classic trope, which was used several times in the show, which is a little bit much, which is the Ventress got caught, I don't know, several times. And she always has she always had these robots on her arm. Yeah. Like I forget, like 3 times or whatever. Like 3 times she gets kind of stuck and another bomb. So she always has a way to escape. It's fine, but that's just kind of silly. I want to say why I can't say Luminara. She doesn't like Anakin. I'm an Anakin guy. She doesn't like Anakin. She doesn't like his methods, but her methods don't work. She's very haughty, and she goes after Ventress alone, and even being warned by Ahsoka, look, you never faced her. I have. You're not going to win. You're going to lose. You'll need my help. Oh no, I'm brilliant. This is the arrogance of the Jedi. I don't need it. I can do it. And she gets beaten up pretty bad. She's about to die. And if Ahsoka had not disobeyed her orders, because Luminar told her to stay there and guard the prisoner, she would have been dead. She goes there, and because she's there, she saves it. And the reason the other thing that pissed me off about Luminara is that, okay, you can be arrogant, fuck, and that's fine, but at least back it up. She's not that good. Mace Windu's a dick, right? He's a huge dick, and he's an ass, and he doesn't like Anakin either. I'm not a fan of his, but
he's still a damn
he
badass.
is really good. He's a really good Jedi, and you see him. He's a really tough Jedi to deal with. At least he can back it up, whereas Luminara can't. I mean, she can't. She's not that much better than Ahsoka. And Ahsoka's a Padawan. In my opinion, as far as fighting skills, not really that great. No. So that's really all I have to say about it. Do I want to give it a 4? Yeah, maybe. It probably really deserves a 3. I'm going to give it a 3. Maybe a 4, but I think a 3. I'm going to stay with a 3. Wait, so I talked a lot in this episode. I know. I'm sorry. So it's all on you.
Yep. I also give it a 3. Dueling Jedis out of 5.
You don't have anything to say?
No, you summed it up.
Oh,
you took the whole episode right out of my mouth.
Shut up. You see?
Boy, thanks for the charge. Anyway, we have been Men Who Chase Geese. You did like this episode.
Hopefully.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.